We have discussed this issue before. Do you support these changes? Are you opposed to them, or do you believe there's no substantive change?
See, Barkha, first of all, as it is now, Waqf board, it is not controlled by the Muslims. Waqf board is a statutory body. Every member of Waqf board is appointed by the state. We have 32 or 29 Waqf boards. Every single member of Waqf board is appointed by the respective state. The chairman of Waqf board, who appoints him? He is appointed by the government. The CEO, Waqf boards have a CEO who is an IAS officer. Who appoints them? So actually to say that Waqf board has nothing to do with the Muslim community. It is directly under the control of the government of the day. And on top
even
of
now, you're saying even now it's directly under the control
Yes.
of the government of the day.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Can I become a Waqf board member? No. Can somebody from the Muslim community ever? They are all appointed by the government of the day. And the Waqf Council, which is the apex body, it is directly under the central government. Who appoints the chairman of Central Waqf Council? Who are the members in the Waqf Council? So even now, every single Waqf board is controlled directly by the government of the day. Second, all these Waqf, as you said that there is Waqf tribunal. Is Waqf tribunal controlled by the Muslims? Who appoints the tribunal? That tribunal is directly under the law department of the respective state. The judge of Waqf tribunal, do the Muslim community appoint them? He is appointed by the government. So even now, total control on every single Waqf board or whatever claim they make, it is government of the day. Now, my concern is different. I'm not getting into whether reform is good or reform is bad. My concerns are two very important. For me, as you have mentioned now, Barkha, that Waqf has 7 or 8 lakh properties. They have 9 lakh acres of land. Okay. Now, Barkha, if bare minimum, one property can easily fetch you 10,000 rupees a month, then you know how much income this should have generated. My problem is that it has been the biggest disaster in the country. Had these Waqf been managed properly, at least we could have seen 20-30,000 crore of income generating by these Waqf. It is abysmal low. So my concern is that these Waqf, actually it is managing asset. We need asset managers. We need people who have skill to manage assets. And we have got thousands of such people in the country. I think this should be given to them. Even the Muslims whom you appoint in Waqf board, don't appoint the politicians who have never ever bought a property worth 10 lakhs of rupees in their life. You are actually bringing those people. यानी हमारे यहाँ पुराने जमाने में कहावत होती थी कि 1 लाख रुपए की सलाह आप उससे लो जो करोड़ रुपए जिसके पास हो, और आप क्या करते हो? हजारों करोड़ की प्रॉपर्टी उन लोगों को संभालने देते हो जिन्होंने 10 लाख की प्रॉपर्टी कभी जिंदगी में नहीं खरीदी. तो ये मुसीबत उसकी है.
So 1 minute. So you are saying that the Waqfs have been mismanaged as assets. They should have been generating more revenue that should have been going down to the poorest member of the Muslim community. Absolutely. But at the same time, you're also saying there's already enough government control, and it is a myth that there isn't. Zafar, Sareshwala?
Yeah. Barkha,
yes? All right.
Yes. My concern is, because I'm here in Abu Dhabi sitting now. I have seen Waqf in this part of the world. And Barkha, I went to Waqfs of this part of the world. Every Waqf is managed by world-class asset managers. And the mandate is this simple. We are giving you this $1 billion worth of property. How much value addition?
But Zafar Sareshwala, the district collector is not an asset manager either.
So that's why. That's why I'm saying that Waqf board, you need to bring those people who have.
I know. But it's not like we're private. All I'm saying is it's not like we're privatizing and creating asset managers for the management of these Waqfs.
I'm saying by request to the government, even now, the people whom you appoint in Waqf board, they should be those people who have that capacity to manage assets. And the second point, why on earth this Waqf was? The main purpose of Waqf is that any property or an asset which is monetized or wealth comes out of it, and that wealth is used for underprivileged, downtrodden, poor, widows, orphans.
Okay.
And in this part of the world,
Okay.
even
Atiq
a widow, even a divorcee, the husband cannot pay her the maintenance, she gets it from the Waqf board. So now coming to our problem, lot of people are asking me, ye kya hai bhai? Because most of the Muslims, they just don't know ki ye Waqf hai kya. Why? Because I have yet to see a Muslim widow or a Muslim orphan or a Muslim underprivileged who has got something, his fees are paid or his poverty has become better due to Waqf. So the problem is that asset is not managed, it is dismal low, and the proceeds are not going to where it had to go.
Okay, Atiq or Rehman Saab, do you agree, do you disagree, or you partially agree and partially disagree? That there needs to be reform. I have seen many leading lights of the community say, yes, please bring reform. It is the manner and the specifics of the reform over which there is debate. What do you say to Zafar Sareshwala that there needs to be asset management? This could have been a great source of revenue for the poorest person of the Muslim community, especially women and children. What do you say, Atiq Saab?
Barkha, I fully endorse what Zafar Saab has said. All Waqf boards to me were neck deep into corruption. We agree that mismanagement was at large. But Barkha, this particular remedy which is being suggested by this government is worse than the disease. You want us to give the entire Waqf land to the government, which are big satin from the hands of the small satins. This can't be possible. And Barkha, in the parliament today, the government is sounding so soothing. You know who is speaking on this? The Minority Affairs Minister. And what exactly he is stressing the point upon is that large parts of Muslims, the underprivileged, the pasmandas are going to benefit out of the amendment. Now, believe this, Barkha, this government is assuring to me that we will be assuring all the underprivileged Muslims all these lands when they cannot tolerate one Aligarh Muslim university to be a minority institution. How they have challenged it in the Supreme Court, you know it. Other thing is, who is speaking in the parliament? Anurag Thakur, who wants to shoot me out. वो गोली मारना चाहता है मुझ जैसे मुसलमानों को और वो चाह रहा है कि I should believe him that all the Muslims are going to benefit out of this amendment. What shroud they are playing on us, Barkha? What shroud they are playing with us?
Atiq Saab, sorry, before I come to Sandeep, because you sound so upset, I think what you're saying is you agree that the Waqf boards are neck deep in corruption, but you disagree with what is being proposed. It upsets you when you see Anurag Thakur, who was associated with the Goli Mare Salo Ko slogan, being one of the faces of the debate. And I understand that. But specifically, what do you oppose in this legislation? Specifically, what is the opposition when you say the remedy is worse?
Fine. Barkha, there is a clause in the amendment bill which says that no suit, appeal or other proceedings for the enforcement of any right on behalf of the Waqf which has not been registered shall be instituted, commenced, heard, tried or decided by any court after 6 months of the commencement of this Waqf amendment bill. Is this democratic? Is this not arbitrary? You know, how can we trust this government, the Modi government, Barkha, when the Prime Minister goes on a public platform saying that ये Congress party इन मुसलमानों को, इन घुसपैठियों को, ये ज्यादा बच्चे पैदा करने वालों को, आपकी हिंदू भाइयों की तमाम चीजें छीनकर इनको दे देना चाहती है? Barkha, how can I trust this Prime Minister and this party? Tell me.